All right, everyone, welcome back here. We have yet again another replay cast coming at you. This is the round of 8 matches. Once again, we are here with the Paradise League tournament, cycle number 8. These are best of 3 matches, and we have a series here between Orcs of Newerth here on the Legion side, going to be taking on Reason Gaming here on the Hellborn side. Pretty excited for this match. I feel like this is a pretty evenly or two evenly matched teams. So this one, could go the distance, could go heavily in favor of one team. Honestly, not too sure what to expect, but I think it's going to be some great games nonetheless. And a lot of players very familiar here from both sides. So we are underway with the draft. We have Engineer and Magnus going to be banned out by Team Orcs. We're going to have Rally and Emerald Warden going to be banned out here by Reason. The Emerald Warden ban, very, very intriguing. Um, I believe there may have been some Emerald Warden being practiced here by Orcs of Newerth over the past week in scrims. So, although I wouldn't personally argue it as one of the more powerful heroes in the game, I suppose it's something they just don't want to play against. So they get rid of that and the Rally. To be fair, I mean, 3 out of 4 of these bands are bands that we do see quite often, so they don't really strike me as unordinary, just that Emerald Warden band, but we'll see what the two teams have up their sleeves. We're going to have a Electrician pick coming out into the Chipper, and a Luna into Calamity so far. Um, Both drafts pretty standard so far, nothing really standing out per se. We're gonna have the Pebbles pick come out here on the third pick. So pretty strong duo strength initiator core coming out from the Legion. They're going to pick up a Vindicator here on the side of Reason Gaming. The Vindicator, uh, he's a support that's very disruptive in terms of he kind of controls or dictates the team fights with his final chapter, but at the same time, he's a very, very weak laner, and it's very easy to punish a Vindicator pick. So I wonder if I want to see um, Orcs of Newerth really put the pressure here on the laning phase. They've already picked up some really powerful laners in the Pebbles and the Electrician on top of the Aluna pick. So to be honest, I would like to see them continue that aggression with the last 2 picks and just really look to punish that Vindicator pick as it is a bit more of a passive style hero. Um, we have seen some core Vindicator in the past. I believe it's Lazy Feline likes to run Vindicator in more of a mid farming role, but I'm just not sold on the whole Vindicator with farm kind of deal. I think he is more suitable to a support. But at the same time, I feel like there are better options for that support role. So I do worry for uh, the Hellborn team here with that Vindicator pick. But I'll stop talking about that. We'll go over the bans. We have Legionnaire, Tempest, and Swiftblade going to be banned out here by Team Orcs. So they get rid of a couple of junglers. Pretty interesting. We have not really seen a whole lot of jungling this in these tournaments, these Paradise League cycles. We occasionally see the Ophelias, the Draconuses, every once in a while Parasite, and some other heroes make an appearance, but we really haven't seen a whole lot of Legionnaire. We have seen a little bit of Tempest, so that ban could have some merit, but the Legionnaire ban, I think, a little bit unorthodox. They are going to ban the Swiftblade as well. It's a pretty straightforward ban there. Very powerful anti-aggression carry style of hero. We're going to have the Sandwraith, Sir Bensington, and the Moon Queen banned out here by the side of Reason Gaming. A lot of Sandwraith bans in the tournament. Very disruptive carry. Global presence, same as the Bensington. Strong laner. Offers a lot to team fights with the ultimate. Always has global presence. The Moon Queen, however, the Moon Queen ban is a little striking to me. I maybe feel like they are a little bit too weak to aggression with the Vindicator pick, so perhaps feeling the Moon Queen would not they wouldn't be able to shut down a Moon Queen pick, so they get rid of the Moon Queen. We are going to see the aggression continue here as we have a Revenant pick coming out from Orcs on the 4th pick, so another very aggressive hero. It's looking to me like they are going to be running something like an Electrician Revenant duo mana plane, and they are only lacking a carry now, so we will probably see a carry on the last pick, but Aluna Pebbles could be a strong combination, as well as Aluna plus a carry in the short lane. We will have to see how they do decide to round off their lineup, but we have a 4th pick of Malikan coming out from Reason Gaming. And I would not be surprised to see a Zephyronte Malikan. That is arguably his most signature hero. To be quite honest, I'm a little surprised they didn't ban that away, as he does play a really good Malikan. So I think it's safe to say we'll see Malikan played by Zephyronte. And I just worry that they don't have enough crowd control, as they have some supports without really great setup. So they will be relying on that Calamity Sunder's Vault quite heavily to lock people down. But at the same time, it doesn't stun necessarily, so they could, for example, tablet away from it. We'll have to see if that causes any issues for them with their draft. They don't have a lot of control. But on the side of Legion, they have lots and lots of disables. We have a Tremble pick coming out as the 5th and final pick, so they will be running a position 1 Tremble on the carry slot. And this lineup to me just screams aggression. They have the Revenant for those smoke ganks with the Invis. They have the Tremble with the global presence of the Mounds. And then they have, they're going to be looking to win that laning phase with the Pebbles, with the Electrician. Just uh, get those early core items and then start the team fights going with the Revenant smoking everyone up. So very aggressive lineup coming out from Orcs. Pretty solid draft overall. And Reason Gaming will finish their lineup here with a Lodestone. So they do pick up an Initiator, but the issue I have with the Lodestone pick is that they don't really have a hero that kind of sets up the Shatterstorm. So a lot of this game is going to come down to Lodestone being able to land good initiations, and I feel like with the current heroes they have on their lineup, it's going to be really hard for Lodestone to get a multiple hero Shatterstorm. They will have the final chapter to pair with it, so if he's able to get a good initiation, um, they can pair it along with a silence, so the counter initiation can come out on top. But we're actually going to see Malikan played by not Zephyronte. That is very surprising to me. I was not expecting him to play the Chipper, so I am completely thrown off here in game number 1. And I will just have to let it unfold, but it looks like they are going to start 5 top here in their own jungle. We have the Revenant Electrician mana dual lane coming to the top lane. Then we have Aluna and Pebbles in the mid lane with Tremble. Looks like he'll be soloing the short lane. So we're going to have Calamity. It looks like he'll be the mid laner here, going up against both an Aluna and a Pebbles. Pretty scary lane to go 1 versus 2 against. A lot of burst damage at the level 2, level 3 mark. Revenant Electrician looks like they'll be going up against a Tri-lane with a roaming Lodestone. He's picked up the boots. So they're going to completely give up bottom lane. They're going to give free farm to the Tremble, which, to be honest, that could be quite scary. In exchange, they're going to definitely need to get good farm on their Malikan. But yeah, early game Tremble, pretty strong with the levels. If he's able to pick up an early farming item such as like a Thunderclaw, he can even be quite active with that. It gives him a lot of damage output on top of the Impalers, dealing minus armor. So we have the lane ward coming out from the Hellborn side. Revenant, he is going to run into 4 players here. The Silencer Vindicator comes out, the Rocket Drill, the Sword Throw on top, and that is a very fast and quick Bloodlust kill. So Bloodlust will go the way of Reason Gaming. They commit 4 players to that Bloodlust, and it looks like now they are going to rotate the Chipper and the Lodestone. Maybe even send the Chipper to the mid lane after he does some stacking. We'll see if Lodestone makes it down to the bottom lane or if he decides to keep this roaming going. But I think despite the Bloodlust, it did go in favor of Malakin. I think this lane will still be very scary. And that's mostly just due to, as I talked about in the draft, the Vindicator being a very weak laner. Malakin also, he needs a little bit of time before he gets comfortable with the sword damage, as well as being able to sustain himself. So Tremble, he's got the early build-up items. He's going to pick up the Iron Shield, the Lodestone with boots. I don't think he'll be able to contest the lane super well, but he will definitely be able to get experience down here nonetheless. But Electrician and Revenant, once they get a couple levels going, the damage output that they can deal will be very, very scary. Sword Throw comes out here. A lot of damage coming out here on the Electrician. Does have a health potion ready to go, though. And won't be enough for a kill, unfortunately. Top river, we're going to have a Luna camp the top rune. It spawns a regeneration. There is currently no bottle on either side just yet. Chipper will kick up the Merrick's rune. I'm expecting the majority of the action to be over here in the top lane. However, see when they decide to go for any kills with the Pebbles and the Aluna. Chipper has not leveled Focus Buffer, so a little bit questionable there. Usually we see the Focus Buffer come out on the second support Chippers. Excuse me as I take a water break. Tremble's actually getting quite low in the bottom lane, but he also gets the Lodestone quite low as well. If Lodestone enters the lane, he will probably take some heavy pressure. Calamity almost goes down in the mid lane. I'm not sure if the Chuck was used there. It might have actually just came back off cooldown. But Calamity will go back to base. Revenant, he's going to get hit with a sword throw here. Taking a lot of damage, and he will actually end up falling. Here comes the swarm from Tremble, doing a lot of damage to Lodestone, going to force him back. Chipper will take the bottle from Calamity to the bot river. The Luna will... does Pebbles not have a bottle? It looks like he doesn't have a bottle. Interesting. A little bit surprised by that. It's going to take a lot of pressure there. Sword Throw will miss here in the top lane. Invis comes out from Revenant onto Electrician as Lodestone made his way over. They will fall back and be just fine. So Tremble now, he is level 6. Only 2 kills so far this game. I'm pretty surprised by the lack of action, to be honest. And both kills are on the Revenant in the top lane. So, Malakin's got his Steam Boost picked up. Looks like the grip was cancelled here. A lot of damage coming out. Sword Throw is still available from Malakin. Vindicator taking some damage here from the Electrician Shield. And it will be enough damage for the kill as he walks him down. with that electric shield on. Level 3 into the electric shield. It's quite a lot of damage coming out. Calamity will take the Merc's rune. And do they have a bottle now? Okay, now they have a bottle. So Pebbles just decided to get a late bottle. Luna will bottle up a haste rune for the Pebbles. See if they decide to go for any kills. So we'll take a look at the GPM chart. Tremble is on the top with 400. Speaking of Tremble, okay, he's in the base right now. He might look to port somewhere and set up a kill. He might just look to port back down to the bottom lane. To see, there's a mound up here. See if he decides to make any movement happen. Pebbles is going to use his haste rune here. He's going to find Calamity. He's going to toss him back a bit. The stun is actually going to miss. But Luna will end up falling there. The Dragons from Calamity doing a lot of damage. And Pebbles, he might have messed up here with that missed stun. Calamity will survive. Revenant is now here. Here comes an Invis on the Pebbles. He's hunting for a kill. He's going to toss the chipper up. One more auto attack will be enough to take him out. The haste rune will wear off. The Slagmite stun comes out. There's the mortification damage from Revenant, but not going to be enough for a kill. Let's see if they go for a kill here. Revenant will get the slow off on the Vindicator. And there is a Stalagmite stun coming out on top of that mortification. One more auto attack, not even needed. The Chuck. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we had a Luna and Electrician take out the Malikan. And Tremble taking out the tower in the bot lane. So a lot of momentum happening as they make kills happen all over the place. And they pick up a tower. That's going to net them a 4,500 gold lead and 2,200 experience lead. So big lead coming out from Orcs of Newerth here in game number 1. And the GPM chart kind of shows that. We got 3 heroes on the top, all 400 GPM plus. The supports doing what they can though. They got about 160 GPM, quite good. We have 3 players down there for the side of Hellborn. So we're having a collapse here, looks like, at the top lane. We have Invis being used on the Electrician. But that might have been scouted out here by this ward, placed by Vindicator. Revenant, he's going to get stuck in no man's land here. He's going to get caught by the sword throw and the silence. He will go down. Oh, once again, he ends up falling. I feel like he should have had some of that information here with his ward of sight, but perhaps he didn't see, or the ward didn't catch the rotation, so he gets caught out there. Tremble, he's doing a great job of pressuring the bot lane though. He's already got an Alacrity band picked up, so he looks like he will be going the Thunderclaw. Top lane, we have a possession coming out to follow up the Rocket Drill. Electrician though, he is tanky baby with that electric shield. He's going to turn it around with the grip. The silence was already used from Vindicator, and the TP support comes in time with the power throw and the mortification damage. They will bring down Malikan. Despite having those vestments, Malikan not able to survive that return damage. Pebble's going to go in mid lane. He's just going to throw out a combo, deal some damage to the chipper. And looks like he'll be fine. Rev Ward comes out to spot any potential Revenant ganks. So we have 1,000 gold on the Pebbles. They're going to take out this tier 2 tower here. Pretty early tier 2 tower at the 10.5 minute mark. I like the aggression coming out from Orcs here as they make it a point to pressure in these towers due to Lodestone not looking to contest the lane. He's playing more like a support, which kind of hurts his team because now they essentially have 3 supports in the team. And that's -1 hero with farm. We're going to have a TP come in here to the top lane from Tremble. We have Invis on the Electrician. Will he get in range for a grip? He is going to find the Malik, and the grip comes out. Silence comes out in counter from Vindicator. But here's an ensnare coming out from Tremble with the Hive Mind. And this is going to be too much damage for Malik to handle. The sword throw was down, and he got locked down, and too much damage coming out. Meanwhile, mid lane, looks like we had a Shadow Storm come out onto Pebbles. The dragons are not going to do enough damage to bring down Pebbles. A little bit too tanky with the vestments. Here comes the return. And the electric shield with the mortification will be enough to bring down Calamity. So we see now an 8,000 gold lead at the 11, almost 12 minute mark. And they take a 7-4 hero kill lead. So not the most action heavy kill score by all means, but the experience lead, or in the gold lead, very much in favor of Legion. Tremble is up here now in the top lane, and here comes Electrician with the grip onto Malikan. He's going to use the sword throw. We will port back to it. Here comes a rocket drill from Lodestone, but not going to get any kills out of this. Rockets will land here onto Revenant.
You are cleansed for death.
And they're not going to be able to get any kills. And this is what I kind of feared for them when I saw their draft, was that they really lacked lockdown in their draft. So not able to really secure those kills, unfortunately. Tremble, he ports into the bot lane with his mound. He's going to continue to pressure this lane. I believe he is very close to his Thunderclaw. If not, he already has it. He's sitting on 500 gold per minute. I miss a kill here in the jungle here as Haste Rune on the Pebbles takes out Calamity. And this could be more as he still has the Haste Rune for another 8 seconds. The rocket, though, will stop his mana pod, but he does have the portal key picked up, so that was a big part of that kill on Calamity there. They get another tower kill here up in the top lane. We're going to have a jump from Pebbles come out onto the Vindicator. That will be a quick kill. Possession was just from Malikan, but he's forced to run back now. Here comes a grip from the Electrician. This will most likely be a dead chipper. The stun from Pebbles missing, unfortunately, but not going to matter in the end. Malikan picks up a Helm of the Victim, so it looks like he'll be building toward a Whispering Helm. Meanwhile, we have Aluna helping Tremble here in the jungle take out some stacks. The Thunderclaw doing that as well. Tremble is now 580 gold per minute. He has just quietly kind of done his thing. We talked about the Lodestone giving up the space to him in the bot lane. We have a Sunders Wall come out here. On top of that, mortification damage and Electrician leading the front lines here. They do get the kill onto Revenant, but now Malikan is here. They will get the counter kill onto the Electrician as well. They brought down the Vindicator and the Calamity, but now Tremble is here with that mount. He ports in. Pebble says, get in there, Chipper, as he tosses Chipper in onto Malikan. They're going to go for both kills at the same time. One more auto attack from Pebbles here will secure this kill onto Chipper. It's a savage 6 streak coming out for Pebbles. He is now 7-0, and he is sitting on 470 gold per minute as well. So the reign of terror coming from the 3 cores of the Legion side continue to dominate this match. Another kill once again on the Malikan. He has now died 4 times. He's only sitting at 325 gold per minute. So not a lot of shining hope here as we have another Pebbles jump here coming out onto the Lodestone. I think perhaps he wasn't full HP as I think the combo wouldn't necessarily one-shot him, but Pebbles finds himself another kill. He is now on a domination streak. And all of a sudden the score is 16-6. This was once a very close game in terms of the kills, but Orcs has really pulled ahead. We're going to have another gank attempt coming out here in the top lane onto Malikan. The mortification comes out into the grip. The energy absorption coming out. Malikan will port into the trees as he uses the possession to fear them up, so he will end up making the escape to safety, but that's some more time that he is not going to be using farming. We have another Pebbles jump here on the Vindicator at only 758 HP. That is a one-shot kill. for Pebbles. Champion of Newer Streak coming out, and the Pebbles snowball effect is really coming into play now. Electrician picks up the Gnome's Wisdom. We're going to have GG well plays being called here at the 16-minute mark. So Orcs of Newerth will take game number 1 in a very decisive fashion here at the 16-minute mark. A very, very well executed draft as they not only secure free farm on their Tremble, but they guarantee themselves a fast portal key on the Pebbles. So great execution of their lineup. They really shut down all of the lanes coming out from Reason Gaming and were able to take a quick victory here in game number 1.